Brothers and sisters, generals, family, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view. This is another edition of EBX Discussion. And I just want us to empty our mind. We observe, but we don't absorb. And a lot of us got this in our spirit, And I want to call down protection. I want to, great divine, protect us in these times. I do this every now and then. And this is not about being deep or getting views or getting traction. We got to have this in our spirit, and this is family, children, significant other, brothers and sisters. It's serious, because there's a lot of things going on right now, even if, you really don't have to, we have to be aware to see what's going on, to fight, internal battles, external battles. But even if we're not that aware, stuff is so full blown, it's right in our face. If we got eyes, we can see. It's like if you're not aware these days, something wrong. Because again, things are right there in front of us. So again, great divine, protect us in these times. Give us the spirit of discernment, the spirit of discipline in ourselves, our children, significant other. Give us the spirit of discernment. If I didn't say that already, I might have said it. If I said it, I'll say it again. The spirit of discernment, the spirit of discipline, the spirit of, not being naive, and willing to learn things. And learn the right things, and keep love within. Don't let toxic person, place, or thing take love that we have developed within ourselves. And those that have platforms and circles we're in, that have, generals riding along with you, that help develop you, you develop them, and they help develop you. It's beautiful when we lock in together in these circles and we develop each other, and evolve and grow and become the warriors that's in all of us, spirit of Shaka Zulu. I just talked about, I didn't just talk about it. That was the last podcast I did, that great protection, that we have that warrior spirit. All of us, our family, our children, because our children get attacked too, and one thing you'll hear me say, and you hear a lot of us say, man, always keep ourselves connected to reality. That's why I say, great divine, protect us in these times. Please, begging you, make us be even more aware. Instead of second nature, we're going to be third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh nature. We're going to take it up we're going to take it up 1,000 notches. Self-awareness going to be even at a higher level than it's ever been before. And a lot of us are at this point. And that's in our families, outside our families, brothers and sisters. You in those right circles, we'll see it. Got to keep that. I just wanted to put out some protection spirit, and good morning and good righteous spirit, that is. Good morning and good evening. No, good morning. I said good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Excuse me. Whatever time zone you're in, brother and sister, in our families, outside our families. Man, may that divine protection and discipline run all through our body, and chase away any negative entity that's, like I said, internal or external. And man, deflect it, rebuke it, and may it disappear and dissipate up into the universe where there is no gravity, because we want to send that negative energy away. We don't want it to go to anyone else, ourselves or anyone, And I watch the media. I see what's going on, and like I say, observe, but don't absorb. And like a podcast I made called Honey Bee Theory. And a lot of times this social media, I ain't saying all of us, but we are the bees and the media is the honey. And they just keep rolling that tape. They just keep rolling that same scenario over and over and over. It's just a different individual, same story. Pretty much the same story. Like I said, I'm done with the whole celeb thing. That's why I say I call down protection. It's okay to maybe speak on maybe some parts of it, but don't let us take us away from personal things in our own lives and make us where this media is our whole life and have us forgetting about, really learning information and end up gossiping and turning it this big clown fest and everybody talking about the same thing. And it's like it's just the same thing over and over and over. And it's been happening in the last, 10, 15 years with these celebs. And it'll keep happening. It'll keep happening. It won't stop. And I've said this prediction many years ago, and a lot of others have. That's why now I'm starting to see, and this is for me, because we have a lot of teachers that speak on meditation. Now one is starting to see why it's so important to meditate. And like I say, we don't always have to be speaking. I meditate even when I'm not speaking, but I consider speaking a part of meditation, because I say, if you listen, I think it was my last podcast, I talked about Shaka Zulu. And during my meditation on my big screen TV, I usually have African meditation videos. Right now, same thing. On my screen, I have 7 warriors, and it's called seven warrior powers. That's the title of the meditation videos. So, like I say, empty our mind, brothers and sisters, family. That's what we do when we don't ask for things. And I call down protection, but that's it. I either call down protection or ask for strength. I don't ask that positive force for a lot of things, because again, if we are at a high level of self-awareness, we should already know that we got divine tools within us. So we just ask that great divine force, Mother Nature, draw down from that universe just to give us strength. And all we need is the strength, brothers and sisters, and we'll be able to carry out anything we need to do. Any area within us, whether it's, like I said, internal or external. Look it up, study it, pinpoint it. Whatever issue we have that make us feel fearful or downtrodden because we can't fight and stand tall like Shaka Zulu did. If we're drowning in, nothing wrong with having emotions, but not the wrong emotions. We got to learn how to channel them, control them. This is for me too now. So, and like I say, when we do things over time, we get greater at it, not better. We get greater, because we got to be greater in these times. And, like I say, again, great divine, protect us in these times. Please, my family, my children, those who are reaching and teaching, that's in the world or online. Because it's serious, anyone that's being petty right now and doing dumb shit and living free. Now, I'm saying it's good. You can enjoy your life. I'm not saying we don't enjoy our lives, but, just don't forget that there's a reality out here. And, that's what we can't forget, that there is a reality, and can't be walking through life blind, and don't think about, our resources. As I always say, don't look at what's before us, because if we look at something that's staggering us before us, we won't see what's beyond. Set that goal and work toward that goal. Even if we don't have it yet, we put it in play. We put things into play and work toward that goal. That's the kind of energy we need to have. We gotta have. We have to have that kind of energy, because that's the only way we're gonna make big strides in this life. And that great divine will protect us and has protected us. A lot of us have experienced this. My family, brothers and sisters. How you think we got all these reachers and teachers out here? Because a lot of them have been through the fire, brother and sister, and in our families. A lot of us, we have been through some fires. We have been, I always say, a little introspection, that's what keeps us charged. That's what keeps us knowing that there's a divine force. And, the great divine, works in the pit of our soul, on that internal, and Mother Nature works on that external. You know what I mean? Mother Nature is everywhere. If you learn and study, pay attention and see, because we are all part of nature. And you see what happens when you go against that positive force, because Mother Nature is about positive energy. That's what keeps things flowing. As I said, negative energy slows things down, staggers things. So that's why when you go against nature, and we all are a part of nature, whether we know it or not, that's why things happen to us when we go against it. And going against it, I'm not just talking about like disrupting the weather or something like that. I'm talking about like when we do something toxic to ourselves. For me too now, we do something toxic to ourselves or to someone else. Mother Nature doesn't like that. That positive force, great divine, doesn't like that. So especially if it's really, really toxic and bad, and you've caused someone demise. Whoo, come on now. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When are we going to learn, that karma is real? No matter what, if we believe in it or we think it is or think it not, it really doesn't matter, does it, brothers and sisters? Because who has to say overall, as I always say, who runs this whole shit? Great, great, divine Mother Nature. So in these times, brothers and sisters, you better cling to that divine force. It's not a joke, and really go deep, deep, deep into meditation and call down that great protection for ourselves, from ourselves, so we don't become our own worst enemy. And why is it so important not to be our own worst enemy? Just look abroad, brothers and sisters, person, place, thing, news, politics, celebs. Just pay attention. Look at the pattern throughout the years, and connect all the dots. Like I say, same scenario, different individual. Because after this individual that's in the media, after he's done and they done putting his name through the mud and putting him away, it'll just be another one. Because once you have bumped shoulders, as I said in the podcast about turning our backs on evil entities, once you have bumped shoulders with the devil, and this is brother or sister, and you are aware of what you're doing, no handicaps, and you're healthy, you have a number. You got a number on your back. Anyone that has bumped shoulders with the devil and gave that soul and think they just living life, and the devil has forgot. Oh yeah, devil's gonna come back for that soul. Oh, the devil let you live your life and live it up, and man, let the whole world know you, and you got these big houses and these cars, and you doing the dang on thing. And the devil just sitting back, you gonna enjoy your life, let you rise, and then cause you to fall, So what you do toxic, put up in. I made a podcast like this about this too, about gravity. What goes up must come down. So, and a lot of us have been, and not just me, a lot of us have spoke on this kind of stuff, down through the years. That's why I don't speak on too much about selling your soul and all that. I'm like so celebed out, really is, because like I say, it'll just be another one. It's just a matter of time, because again, once you bump shoulders with the devil, it's just a matter of time for that false building to come crumbling down. Now, like I say, so that's why those who are in the media, those who are trying to live their best life, and do mean well from the pit of the soul, and that's our family, our children, significant other, reaches and teachers in the world or online. Great divine, protect us in these times, please. And I really do mean this from the soul, because, as I say, meditate before we leave throughout our day, so we can be ready for things. And it ain't got nothing to do about being no damn, we're over the paranoid thing. No, it's just that we're self-aware and we're staying ready, because why do we stay ready, brothers and sisters? Introspection, my generals, because things we have learned from the past. I always say, extract the needed tools of the past for a great present, because a righteous present is always and forever will benefit us in the future. You hear me say that so much because one has experienced this. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it in other brothers and sisters, and I'm telling you, it's wonderful. Now, being a righteous brother or sister or family, it's not easy all the time, but there's reward. So that's what make it all worth it. When you get those results, when you do see love in your loved ones, you see somebody doing good, we're blessing one another. That's the benefit of going in the right direction and doing what we're supposed to do, even when it's not easy, but you always come out better. I'm telling you, it's always come out better when you stick to that truth, no matter what. Because you hear me say time and time again, what are you going to do when that truth comes for you? Because it comes for everybody. Truth is almost like the boogeyman. I really don't want to use that as an example, but almost like the boogeyman, especially when you're not living right. That's when it's like the boogeyman. When you're not living life right and you're doing all kind of toxic shit behind the scenes and all that, and living in the dark and doing devilish shit. Now, that's when the truth is like the boogeyman. But if you're living righteous and you're doing right and, maybe just made some human error or mistake, we don't see no boogeyman. We see the truth and we deal with the truth and we accept it and we become better and elevate. Again, that's why in these times We have so many reachers and teachers that have elevated out here amongst the fake ones and the toxic ones. But again, don't fixate too much on toxic person, place, or thing, unless it affects us, our families, or affects us physically. But if it doesn't, pay toxicity no freaking mind. Because why? Let that great divine do the work for us. Because I've said so many times, and a lot of us others, brothers and sisters, like-minded, we always say, let them reveal it themselves. Sometimes you gotta let those who are toxic, if they are, let them waddle in their own self-pity. Because that's the only way you're gonna learn. Because I said, I think maybe in the last podcast, great divine will always put us in a space where we'll have to deal with ourselves. So that was just something that was in my soul. And I do this from time to time, call it down protection. I call it Great Divine Protection podcast or videos. And I do these sometimes. I do this from time to time, even when I'm not speaking. I always say, Great Divine, protect me or give me strength, and, also within in my family, my children, those are my circle. We got to keep that warrior spirit out there. Spirit Shaka Zulu, one of the most strongest brothers that ever lived, real talk, amongst many others that transition. May they rest in peace and in power, and powerful sisters too. And salute to warrior brothers and sisters and in our families that are alive today and standing tall and not giving in to the toxic entities of the world. So that was my protection speech and my protection spirit that I want to give, and thank those that's been riding along. Remember, we're leaders and teachers. We are not followers with a student spirit, and that's family, brothers and sisters, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view. May that great divine bless or bless you and put that warrior spirit in you to fight off any negative, evil entity that try to come our way. It won't even come near us, because it won't mess with us. Because the evil entity don't like no righteous, no real to the pit of the soul righteous brother or sister. I guarantee it. So again, I wanted to call down that spirit of discipline, that spirit of discernment, a more heightened awareness, in our children and in ourselves, and just keep that fight in us and never give up, because we might not know what's down the road, but that great divine always knows. So again, I call down protection. May that great divine protect us in these times, mind, body, and soul, what we see, hear, and feel, and protect our psyche. I love y'all. I love my family, my children, brothers and sisters that's reaching and teaching. May that great divine protect us all. Salute.